Welcome at lunch. Going to have a bit of a larger lunch. We're going to have the samp. We're going to do the orange isotonic drink. We're going to do the banana lactose free shake. We're going to have the beef curry. We're going to have the maize bar, and then we have salt and some chutney for the main if it needs it, and some gum and super C's for afterwards. You can see this is the 150 gram samp. Samp is made from crushed maize, dried crushed crushed maize that is just boiled up. It's normally eaten with a dish that is quite saucy. You can see, if you are interested, there is the ingredients. And in fact, all of the starches ingredients are on the back. This is the beef curry and veg, or beef curry beans and veg, 200 grams. You can see all of these has got the preparation instructions at the back. You can see there is all the different, here is the ingredients. And in fact, there is all the ingredients of all the main meals. This is just normal 25 grams of orange isotonic drink. The ingredients are at the back. This makes a cup. The lactose free banana drink, 50 grams, also makes a cup. There's all the ingredients and preparation instructions at the back. This is the caramel maize bar, 55 grams. We're going and then just the rest. So I'm going to go and warm this up, and then I'll be back. Okay, let's mix the drinks. We'll start with the orange isotonic drink. You can see the orange color in the powder, and you can smell an orangey smell. I used about a cup of water in the bottle. Let's do the banana lactose free drink. You can just see a slightly yellowness in the powder, and you smell artificial banana smell. To mix this, I'll add a little bit of hot water and then some cold water into it to get rid of the, sometimes there's some starchy, hard starchy bits. And I'll go and mix this and be back. Okay, I've heated up the food and mixed the drinks. We're not going to use the matches or the fuel tablets. I've used this in the past. The matches are just normal matches. South Africa doesn't have stormproof matches, which is a shame. Because if you wanted to light something with these in wind, you can see they're just normal headed matches. You really struggle. This is available commercially everywhere. The fuel tablets, I've used it outside, and I came close to it and it didn't really smell bad. It also doesn't smell really bad just when you, if you look at the package. It doesn't have that fishy smell that a lot of people complain about, so these are quite nice. And they basically lasts long enough to heat up one of the main meals. The water purification tablet of the powder I haven't also used yet. Okay, this is my old SADF cutlery set. I'm not sure how the new one looks. It might be the same, I don't know. But South African troops do get their own cutlery set. This is the samp. You can see all the lettering boils off. It's quite pliable. You can push it around now. It wasn't so when it was cold. You can see there it's quite loose. You just shake it, it will break up into little sand pieces. You can see there the pieces of corn or maize. These are normally hard when it is dry. You then throw them in water for a bit and then boil them like you do hard beans. So you do have to soak them before you boil them, but they just crushed. There aren't any flavoring and stuff added. I can taste a bit of salt, but it's nice. It is not supposed to be flavored. It's supposed to be a accompaniment to a saucy dish. So you put all your flavoring in the dish, or the other dish you eat with it, and then you just throw it over it. As you can see, the beef also lost its writing. These pouches are quite easy to open. You just tear the tear knot. You don't even have to use a knife for them. These have a definitive cumin smell. You can see some curry or cumin yellow at the sides. It's very saucy. You can see there's some meat and vegetables and sauce there. This is a slight curry, a slight burn. I think when I read the ingredients, there's a bit of chili in here as well. It's not a heavy curry. If you don't like a lot of curry, you will like this as well. It's not overwhelmingly, it doesn't burn too much. If you like food to burn a lot, you will have to carry some other hot sauce with you. Let's try some samp and curry. The curry overwhelmed the taste of the samp, as it should. You get a little taste of dried maize still, but samp is eaten at lunch or dinner as an accompaniment to this, so it is supposed to overwhelm the samp's taste. Let's try some of this sweet chutney. It is not a very strong chutney, it's a very light chutney. Just mix it in and take a bit. It's not enough to season your whole dish, but it's a little enough to give a sweeter taste to a part of the dish. This is a quite nice light curry. It's very flavorful. It doesn't have a large burn, but it's quite flavorful curry. There's a lot of, they don't say all the spices or the stuff they put in here, but it's nice and flavorful. Let's check out the lactose-free drink. If you mix this with straight cold water, you get like a starch foam type of thing on top. I used first a bit of hot water, about a quarter cup, and then I used cold water for the rest of the cup. This is not totally full because this cup is larger than 250 ml and you're supposed to use 250 ml. It tastes like artificial banana. It does have a slight gritty taste, but not as much as if you use just cold water. It's a bit thick since there is some starch in here. It tastes, if you are not used to this, it can taste weird, but it's not too bad. I don't know if they are trying to simulate some Mars or some other of Ink Mars, as they call it here sometimes. It's basically thick, slightly fermented milk, so it's a bit thick. I don't know if they want to simulate that, but this is a bit slightly thick. I haven't put everything in here. This is quite a vivid orange. It smells Kool-Aid-y. It tastes just like sweet Kool-Aid. It's just not as sweet as those rehydrate drinks you get, but it does taste very artificially. There's no doubt that this is artificial and it's got some artificial sweeteners and stuff in it. But it just tastes like normal from our other cold drink. Let's check out the caramel maize bar. You see there's chocolate around. It's pliable, you can bend it or break it. You can see it's gritty like all protein bars inside. It's got a chocolatey, caramelly smell. It's got a slight crunch to it. It just tastes like caramelly, chocolatey protein bars. Nothing really special about this. It's not bad. It leaves a slight gritty taste in your mouth, but it doesn't bother you as much as the banana bar did. We tasted in a previous ration. But it just tastes like amazing proteiny chocolate bar. These we tasted at breakfast. For those of you, the gum is menthol, and when they say menthol they mean it. It's extraordinarily strong. If you eat this, it ruins all other flavors for you for a while. It opens all your sinuses and all other passages in your nose and everywhere. It's very, very strong. When you say Halls menthol, they really, really mean it. Hey, the Super C. You can smell the orange flavor in this. It's a hard candy. Sometimes you can break them, sometimes you can't. It's just like a very big pill. You can suck on it for a while. If you bite down on this, it sort of crumbles. It sort of crumbles in your mouth like sugar, but a bit harder. It's a very nice candy. So that was lunch. Overall, I like the lunch. I went for a little bit larger lunch today. The samp and the curry was nice. It's very light. This tastes as it always does, just not as gritty as when you put in a bit of hot water. And the maize bar was nice, and the isotonic drink just tastes like cool drink. So thanks for joining me for lunch. See you at dinner. Welcome at dinner. We're going to have a smallish dinner. We are going to have 300 grams of chicken pasta veg. We're going to have some cheese with that. We're going to have the beef soup. We're going to have the black tea. Then we have some tomato sauce we could use with the pasta. There's a bit of salt. There's some creamer and sugar for the tea. There's Super C's. And there's some gum. I'll just go and warm up this. We are not going to use the matches and the fuel tablets. So I'll just go and warm up this and then be back. Okay, the first thing we are going to fix is the soup. You can see there's looks like some vegetables in there. It smells like beef soup powder. You can see it's a light brown soup with some corn in it. I'll just put this aside. The black tea is just a generic tea bag. Let's dump out the pasta. This peels just as easily as the other sachets. You can see there's the pasta inside. You can see there's pieces of chicken, there's pasta in there. Let's take a bite. There's some veggies in there too. The pasta is a bit boring. It's not very flavorful. It lacks some herbs and stuff. The pasta is very soft. The chicken tastes nice. It's not in nice little pieces. I think it is bigger pieces. It's a bit overcooked. But that's chicken. You don't want it undercooked. Let's try the cheese. The cheese isn't as salty as cheddar. It's a mild cheese. Let's mix it in. You can see there is the cheese mixed in now. It gives a bit more salt to the and cheesy flavor to the pasta. It helps with the flavoring, but this still needs some herbs. It's a nice pasta. It's just not very flavorful. Let's check out the tea. It's just a regular black tea. Not extraordinarily strong, but not. It's just normal black tea. Let's check out the soup. You can see there is some corn in there. The soup is slightly thickened. It's got a nice flavor. It's not overwhelmingly salty. You can taste the corn. There's some other, I think, onion in there. And some other vegetables. It's very nice. It's not overwhelmingly salty like a lot of beef stews are. It's a nice light beef stew. This is a really nice little stew. I used the chicken with the soup because it's a beef soup, and I didn't want 2 beef dishes in one meal. It's a really nice soup. Nice oniony, slightly beefy. The tea is just normal black tea. And the pasta is not very flavorful. This is the same stuff we had at breakfast and at lunch. Extraordinarily strong mints or chewing gum. And just the normal Super C. So that was dinner. If you want to support me, I want to do some international rations in the future, maybe. So please, you can get me some gift cards at US MRE Mountain. My email address is on the About tab of my channel. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the SANDF Menu 4. I'll be bringing some more South African rations in the future. Bye bye.